What's going on, traders? This morning I was able to take a couple of trades, as you can see here, and we're going to talk about them. So the market is still open. It's about 11:38 right now, so I'm going to call it a day just because we're approaching lunch hour. However, this morning, SPY had a nice gap up over the all-time highs, so I was wary to play it out of the gates. So instead, I shifted my focus to Tesla, which had a nice gap down. So you can see my first trade of the day was a single contract playing the 227.50 calls, in at 105, out at 125. The next trade was in the opposite direction, so overextended in the opposite direction. We had one Tesla put at 220 strike. I was in at $1.20 and out at $1.30 for a nice $10 gain. And then here, my last trade of the day, essentially at 11.16, building at 11.18. Total of 3 SPY calls playing the 294 strike. And I was in at an average of $1.08. That's what that came out to there. And then I peeled them all off at the same time for $1.17. So a total of $56 on the day. Nothing too impressive. Some lessons to be learned. Tesla is certainly more volatile than SPY. So with that, we'll take a look at the chart. Alrighty, so here is the Tesla 2-minute chart that I was watching this morning. So somewhere towards the bottom of this candle, I was in with my single Tesla call. I was willing to build to get more contracts if we dip below 220, but you can see the low of this candle was 220.11, so I only had one. And then we got this nice little bounce here, and I was out that simple in the next candle for a little bounce. And when I said I left a lot of money on the table, that's because obviously Tesla went on to make a nice move upwards, and since it moved so many deltas here, essentially moving almost $7, I left, like I said, almost $100 there. So I did the opposite. Instead of being overextended to the downside, overextended to the upside. After this move here, I was in another contract for puts somewhere up here. We had gone and busted right through our 250 SMAs. I was looking for the pullback. Got the pullback here for a quick 10 cents. Again, left a lot of money on the table there as prices ultimately. I probably would have gotten stopped out somewhere in here or even in here, but I was out, right here pretty much. But you can see Tesla has just gone for a nice nosedive for the rest of the day. So those are two quick trades on Tesla. And then if we look at SPY. Alrighty, so I'm leaving it a little wider right now so you can just see the magnitude of this gap. We came all the way from down here, gapping up over our all-time high, which is this white line here where the cursor is at now, gapping way up here to 296.17. You can see since then it's just sort of faded. I didn't want to hop in on that just in case a lot of people were psychologically thinking, oh, over all-time highs, it's got to be in the upwards direction. So I didn't jump on it right away. As you saw, I traded Tesla. But just now, around 11:16-ish, as we dipped below our key support here at 294.95, I was building a position. You can see I bought the first contract somewhere in here, the next two contracts somewhere down here, and I was out all three of those contracts for that $9 per contract profit, somewhere in the upper range of this candle here. So you can see it's sort of just gone sideways from here. Looks like it might actually want to break down below this 50% retracement on the move, but I'm wrapping up for the day. I'm green on the day, so I'm happy with that. I wish you a good trading week, and I hope you learned something from the video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. And if you enjoyed the video, leave it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel.